Okay, there's about 30 seconds of uninterrupted epidemic sound instrumental. Our royalty-free sing-along song. Yeah. Keep it down right there to a dull roar so I can hear myself think, whatever that means. Let me go down here to my podcast images. Yeah. So, I was supposed to put up a message. Let's see, can I do it? Let's try it on here. I don't know how it's gonna work. Since we're all right, if you're on, let's just put it on screen. Yeah, here, this message right here. Oh no, not that one. We'll get to that one. It's this one that says, if you have an encounter with Facebook where all of a sudden you're watching and hearing me talk, and all of a sudden it fades out, go to youtube.com/ the backslash is right next to the exclamation point, the lowercase exclamation point. Just type in your browser. It's not complicated. YouTube, youtube.com/ the @ FAU for you. That's the same handle as I have on Facebook. It's the same name I have on YouTube. It's the same handle I have on X. FAU. Not affiliated with, although I'm an adjunct faculty there. FAU, the number 4, the letter U, FAU for you, 5 characters. YouTube.com / the @ which everything to the right of the @ is your handle. My handle is simply FAU for you. Nifty. So go there. It works beautifully with Windows computer, Windows laptops, Macs, MacBook Pros, iPhones, iPads, generally most any current Apple device, 2022 or newer. We broadcast from our compact, well thought out, design, equipped 100 square foot studio. I use the word studio in quotation marks because it's itty bitty. Oh, there you go. Just lost Facebook. Okay. Well, I might as well get rid of that message. A, B. And then with 2 dots. Anyway, come on over here. I got so excited about starting this, I forgot to send my message. So tell I have 1,600 Facebook friends that just got put off. All right, here's my disclaimers and disclosures. Warnings, notices, and cautions. We've got 5 flavors of things and 7 different paragraphs here. They're all important. I wish we don't give financial advice. We're not CPAs. We're not licensed financial advisors. I am a currently licensed Florida real estate broker. Yes, I am. I have proof of, there it is. DBPR, the Department of Business and Professional Regulation. This is a place that licensed people stay away from, that unlicensed people argue with. Now, you file a complaint, you go right here and go ahead, have at it. No. we try to. I've been a properly licensed, person since 3/19 of 1990. Yeah. And that's about when we moved into Boca Raton, actually. Yeah, 1990. From 80 to 90, we were in Tampa. And, yeah. Lived in Miami, moved to Tampa, then moved to Boca. It's like a little circle. My current license expires my birth month, the year 2028. Every 2 years, every 2 years you have to go through a course, continuing education class. It has law chapters and, if you're a Tesla driver, everything is in perfect order here. If you happen to have a Tesla, go through your app store, and in the very top there's a little magnifying glass. Do I show that? Probably not. Just type in the word Tesla, Tesla, and you'll come across this little arrow doodad I put on, and the blue square doodad. I did that too, just to bring your attention. So if you type Tesla in the Apple App Store, if you're up to date, if you need to have it updated, press update, and then it will update your app on your phone. It only happens, I don't know how often. When I did it, it was 6 days ago. I go there every month, unless your car tells you to do it. If the software in your car says, hey, your app on your phone is, old, update it. Anyway, so I created podcast images so I wouldn't have to go through and, take this. I just moved down, just load this little puppy right down here in podcast images. How do I see it? There we go. Post it. There it is. So the certain things. My dog is a consumer of Farmer's Dog. The Farmer's Dog recipe of foods, human foods, human quality foods. It looks, it has to be refrigerated. It comes frozen. It comes in a very special box with good insulation on it, with about 20 pounds of dry ice in the bottom of the box, and then it has the contents above it. I just got my second shipment. My first shipment was a variety pack. They give you 2 weeks free to try it out. Your dog will love it. My dog does love it. Oh my God. You put that food bowl out there and that dog comes running to it. What dog? Yes, that dog. Notice this little attachment. I've since turned that around so it's not advertising Apple products. Plus I don't want the bad guy to rip the thing off in case my dog runs off. That would not happen without me screaming and yelling, but I could fall on my face. As a over 80-year-old person. But I am. Yeah. Look at that little puppy dog. 6 Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. It is marvelous. It's a little taller, legs a little longer. I have a little harness on there, and medium-sized harness, 16-inch girth. That's when we got the dog. See that? Look at that! Look how short the legs were. The legs were about 4 inches tops. Hello. And I got my red cap on. I feel like I just came out of the blizzard. Well, it's 69 degrees in the studio, and you can see that right in my thermometer right there. It says 69. Over here, 97 on my patio in the sun. It's 10:29 a.m. Saturday morning, and I'm full of all kinds of different things I'm not talking about. Look at this. Tesla's got a phone. I don't know if you can actually get one. I've never seen it. I've been a Tesla guy. I don't, someone text me if there's actually a phone and where I can get the specifications on it. And could I try it out, or is it, winner takes all?
It's 10:30.
There you go, look at that. A happy day with crabs. Daniel holding a crab over my head, thank you very much. Yeah, king crab. It was king crab night. Oh, we're in 8:01. We're in 8:12 now. Now here, we're probably going to go to Houston's for lunch today. And on their regular menu is this rotisserie chicken. They give you a half a rotisserie chicken. It is marvelous. It is tenderized with, I guess it's saline based, and broccoli. So I'm gonna, in this, and there's a couple of, it's like 8 or 9 ribs. It's like a half a rack of ribs. I'm gonna see if they would be so kind as to paint my chicken with the barbecue sauce that's on the ribs, if they wouldn't mind. I don't want the ribs. I want the regular rotisserie chicken dinner with broccoli. I want a side of broccoli on top of the broccoli that comes with it. So that's broccoli squared, and the chicken. So it's chicken and broccoli. Kind of weird, huh? A, B, C. Yeah, B for broccoli, C for chicken. It is a marvelous lunch at Houston's. And just so you know, I have no affiliation with Houston's. I say in my disclosures, warnings, what do you call it, messages? Please, I'm right of middle. Do you remember that? I'm right of middle. Please swap cameras. There we go, because I'm on the right side of the screen. I took a picture of their napkin. Yeah. And that way I have it turned sideways, and this way I don't have it turned sideways. Whoops. But it is a reminder for me to size, there we go, this particular display. Because I have 1080p, you divide 1080, you get 500, and 40 pixels. This way. So I got more pixels on my iPad Pro than I have on my streaming video. Anyway, I got YouTube, they sent me a warning message that says, you naughty, don't try to, you're not supposed to I don't know what they thought I was doing, but I wasn't doing it. So, you know, I decided to write up this little, in my other life, my other life, not my current life, I was a precision linguist. My mother was a precision linguist, fluent in 5 languages. Her favorite fluency was in Latin, of all things. Went to Jamaica High School. Jamaica me crazy up there in New York City. Yep, the 5 boroughs of New York City. She had a graduating class of 2,500 students, and she was the valedictorian of the school. My mother, oh gosh, of all things. Mother, will you please leave me alone? Oh, jeez, oh my God. There's no caption. Let me see. Can I add a caption? Yeah, there we go. I've just added a caption to this thing. YouTube.com simulcast streaming. Yeah, I might as well have that on there. Yeah. Why not? The magic of adding captions to a photograph. And then, you know, some applications pick out the caption. And what does the caption say? I will show you exactly what it says. Which way are we going? We go to the top. Yeah, there it is. You see the in red, YouTube.com / sorry for the B words and the P words makes microphone volume meters go crazy when I do it. Anyway, it shows YouTube.com with the FAU for you, and it says it's simulcast streamed with Facebook @ Facebook.com. I don't know. I'll have to try that. See if that works. Let's try it. See what happens. I don't know if it'll work since I'm simulcasting. Let's get my favorite browser. Let's use this browser. And let's try Farmers Table. Yeah. Facebook. FACEPOOK. It does seem to want the .com. I'm going to put the @ FAU for you. It doesn't have to be in capital letters. I just do it because I've been on the faculty for 23 years. Adjunct faculty, of course. My mobile number. Let's see what happens with this. It's picking it up off of my thing. Let's log in, see if that works. Invalid username and password. Okay. I don't know. Try to keep this stuff up to date. Let's try that password. You know, they keep making you change your god darn password. Hey, look at that. Update it. Yeah, please. I'm not a robot. Buses. Where, oh God. I don't think I see a bus there. There's a bus. There's a bus. There's a bus. This is to prove I'm not a robot. Verify myself. There you go. This helps us combat harmful contact information. Yeah, okay. So, I knew this would be a fiasco. .com. I guess .com. Yeah. There we go. Do that again. This is already. Yeah. We just got approved. I took my password. I proved I'm not a robot. Now what? Looks a little. Doesn't look like much is happening here. Huh? That's so much crap. Oh. I'm not a robot. Jeez. Come on. All right. Let's try this. There I am. Okay. See, there I am. June 20. Let's see what's going on. I was on there like 2 or 3 minutes and anyway, so I didn't get a chance to tell him my message, but I'm not selling anything. I'm not being paid by anybody. See this cohesive bandage? It, you know, it has that like stretchiness to it. I don't know why there's a picture of it there on my little, wherever that picture came from. But it's really quite good. I'm not a medical anything. I was trained as a biochemist, I have to say that. And I have my legs all of a sudden got a little swollen over the last week. How weird is that? So I'm taking hydrochlorothiazide. Now there's a word that's about that big. Hydrochlorothiazide. Just sound out all those letters. My mother, being an English or a language student, she made me learn all the sounds of letters, vowels. And behind this letter is, oh gosh, Pat Sajak. Where did he go? This is Saturday. The stock market is closed. This is the stocks app on the App Store. How nice this is. This is all the stocks that I follow. Just follow. Not investment advice here. Remember, I showed you my my disclosure warning. Yeah, you saw all my disclosures. A bit annoying, but yeah, you gotta show these things. Otherwise, yeah, we gotta keep the application people happy. Yeah. So I go on here, podcast images, and I just put this up there again because I am showing any of the I have a Shure microphone, SM7B. Oh my God. It is the most used microphone in the entire world of studio and podcasting and all that. Yeah, extremely popular. You can go on Amazon.com and pick it up for, I don't know, let's do a live, maybe this is what they don't want us to do. Yeah, let's not do it. I don't want these guys to throw me off the air, but Amazon carries everything. You can go take a peek. It's under $400, and it's over $300. So somewhere in that range. Yep. One of my favorite apps it's a free application software. Yeah. Faceboard. You see that? Whoops. Sorry. Do the same thing again. I have to remember. I gotta squeeze this. There we go. Yeah, you can't see all of it unless I do that. All right. There it is. Flipboard. So I'm going to keep it simple, stupid. So what? There's the U.S. soccer people. They won 2 games in a row now. Australia and I don't know. I figured the first one.
10:45.
It was 10:45 a.m. My computer just told me. So to keep it simple, stupid, you got 2 hands on the flipboard. In one hand, you have the news source, like ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Miami Herald, the Tampa Tribune. So those are just Scientific American. Those are from where you want to get information. And then in this hand, you put what information you want. I want business news. I want local news. I want scientific information. I want you to tell me about new chapters being added to Netflix, new movies that hit Netflix. I am a paid subscriber of Netflix. There's the Tesla car going by. There's Apple's next price hike. Could be bad news for Apple people that are looking to, get an upgraded phone in September. Is their general cycle month for their new stuff annually. I mean, anytime, it's like the first, second week in September. Could be third week, could be, you can read articles about when they actually, when it gets in August, they'll be talking about when the phones get released, when they're going to have their show. They generally have a show. Let's just say their show is going to be, because of COVID, they started doing remote only shows. So they'd send us a link. They'd send everybody a link about when their show is going to be held, if you want it. Now, if they're sending it out to all of their known users of their phones, they'll take several months and they'll just start releasing it to, 10,000 and up. Yeah. Anyway, in the bottom left corner, you can see who wrote the article and what publication it came from. And Flipboard. There it is. Here. Your dining pleasure. That's why you see that red their characteristic red F on the top there. Yeah, there it is right there. Get it out of the way of the ticker tape. So that's why Flipboard is showing here. I'm just going to shrink it down. There's my display. I've got 6 flavors of my warning messages and so forth. I'll get rid of that. I updated my statistical presentation of when, what do you call it? One of the Florida lotteries rolls the, the ping pong balls, 70 balls over there. It rolled over. We're on the 27th week. The jackpot. The reason why it's not being won is because the odds of winning are so far in the weeds. You got to match all 5 of those numbers. 12, 20, 53, 67, 70, with the magic with the ball 12. So every week they have 2 ball machines. On the left machine, they have 70 balls in it. They're like ping pong balls, and they have like an air blower in there, and all the ping pong balls are blowing around inside there. And they take one and they put it on a rack. And I have a second one, and it comes it comes out, and it's on this rack. So here are those 70 balls, 5 of them that have been picked. And then all of a sudden, so you see your 5 balls, say, hey, look at that. Ooh. And then Mega Million, then as soon as all these balls are picked, then they go to this machine over here on the right side of your 2D tube. And there's 24 air balls over there bouncing around. So at the end of the ball game, that ball came through. Yeah. No one won all. The odds of winning, the odds of losing are over 2.9 million people. 290 million to 1 shot that you will not win. So this is like throwing money to the street. It's going right into the hands of people that need a break for their gambling. People that are on kind of like medical pills, psychological pills, when people try to commit suicide, they put them on something to make it such that they can get off their feet, so to speak. Sit down on the couch and watch the sports. You can anyway, you can see the numbers on the left side of this display. 26, 27, 28. Well, on Tuesday, June 16th, right? This is the 20th. No one won that one. That's the balls here that are shown. on June 19th. Oh, this is an old. God darn it. Oh boy. We need to get up to date here. Favorites. Don't I have it up to date? It didn't come through over here. Let's go to numbers. Numbers is the spreadsheet. It's the Apple equivalent to Excel. This looks like a damaged file. Oh boy. I don't like that. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go back to that version. What happened here? Alright, I'm gonna have to, that's why it probably didn't come over. I wonder if it's that way on all devices. Hopefully, it probably is. Live TV, folks. Got me in a little bit of a panic. Let's see, is it on this one? Loading. We're loading it, baby. Does it say loading? What's going on here? Choose a template. There's a recent one. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go back up to here. Uh-oh. Ew. I don't like that. I wonder what happened there. It's in the master file. Okay, well, I'll have to fix that. Now how's that up from the iPad? I don't know where. Let's see, where am I updated? Yeah, I was. Alright, well, I can fix it. I can fix it. Alright, so let me show you how I can fix it. It is a little. So what I have to do is I have to take. I gotta go right here. Copy that, go down 2, and then paste alright, so now 19th. Well, you know, the Mega Millions does their, this is live. A little live spreadsheet stuff here for those of you that are interested in the world of spreadsheets. Oh boy. Numbers. There it is. It's going to show up on this thing too. Just for the health of it. Yep, it's on this too. Alright, so let's see my calendar. looking at June 19th. All right, and that following is the 23rd. Yeah, look at that. So Tuesday is the 23rd in June. Yeah, there you go. I'm just going to copy that from there to here. Copy that there. Whoops. Oh. That's a Friday. Whoops, I don't want to copy all of this. I'll copy this. Copy. Tuesday, Friday. That's a. Whoops. Yeah. Alright, so Friday after the 23rd is the 26th.
It's 11 o'clock.
But you can see, you probably can't see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. Jeez. There we go. I got these grayed out cells. I don't know what happened. So from the 23rd of the Friday is the 26th. So I have to get in there and it's easier to do the copy and paste this. Alright, I got one more of these to go. Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday. Alright, so here I'm gonna copy this Tuesday business. Copy. Paste. And that goes to the 26th to the 30th. So this would be, there we go. And now there we go, the 30th. Let's type a 30 in there, boy. Alright, I've just fixed it. Whew. Scare me. Now I don't have the June 23rd. Oh, that's because it's June 19th. This is that's right, Friday, then Saturday. So I got last night's drawing in there. Now this jackpot. So I'm gonna cut. Yeah, you want. I should go just delete it. Yeah. Now this jackpot is not 452. It has grown to a bigger number. And I can go on my trusty iPhone here. These are free apps, by the way, that I've used so far. So I have a search thing. Just do FL. Yeah, there's the Florida lottery thing. And the new jackpot for Mega Millions for the Tuesday, the 23rd drawing is 467 million. So it's gone up 15 million in their estimation. $467 million. There we go. And then what I put in here is, if someone won that, this is all academic stuff, you know. I'm not a frustrated I'm an experienced adjunct faculty at FAU, and I know how to do spreadsheets. So I'm going to go right here and copy this row. A whole bunch of formulas. Oh my God. There's 33 or 34 or 36 columns worth of stuff. So I'm copying that. I'm copying it right to this, and then the rest of it's going to string along. So I already did the command copy, so now I'm going to hit, I can just touch it. Whoops, here, paste. Values, formulas. There we go. And then, since that's all highlighted, I'm going to come up here to the paintbrush and make the text color. Give me the color thingy, and go to black. Black is beautiful. That's it. So, there you go. So now I can just, get the cursor out of here. This is where things get terrible. When you start, I could have maybe done something, because these touch screens are very sensitive. I gotta go to full screen mode to do what I'm doing. So I'm gonna copy, now that I fixed this thing. Okay. Just slide this. Oh, we have too much showing. Just want to show last night's drawing, and then all this rollover business. Yeah, let's slide that over a little bit. Gosh darn it. I gotta be very careful. Let's see. I'll just do that. That's all I need. I'm in full screen mode. You notice all those numbers are grayed out, except for the bottom row, because there is going to be another drawing, on Tuesday, and the estimated jackpot on Tuesday, estimated by the Florida Lottery people. I'm just showed you where I got the information. That's one of the few things I type is that. Now the ball entries that happened on June 19th, the 13, 16, 21, 26, 50, 12, same Mega Millions came up with the same yellow ball as the drawing before. This is not every week, it's Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday. There you go. So now I'm going to do a print screen of this. Because I don't seem to see it in inventory. I don't like to be touching. You can see how that's the first time I've noticed such a fault in the spreadsheet from numbers. So we're gonna go back. Now that should have saved it. It's like live saving, yeah. So we basically, as soon as I hit this button right here, any changes to the spreadsheet have been, uploaded into their servers. in Apple Land somewhere. All right. So now if I go to my photo album, recently saved. That's this. Yeah, I'm gonna check the heart. The heart. That looks like it. Okay, so that's good. So now I'm gonna hit these three dots over here, and I'm gonna duplicate this image. And that's identical. I'm going to edit this one. The one I saved, the one I just duplicated. Now I'm going to crop it because oh, I don't pick it up there. I'm going to go to one here where you just have. Notice I'm doing the slider all the way on the right side. You see, even though I'm trying to go up, it makes you go up at this angle that has the same volumetric shape. So I'm looking at the column on the right. So I've just cut off that's 7,380,000. So now I just show the 7,029,029 and everything to the left of it. Save it. So this is all the pictures that I have. I just want to display pictures. So that way my grimy fingers don't louse up the information on my apps because I talk with my hands. Alright, so you can see over here I got the 7,078 and I've got the main jackpot. Everything to the left of that has, not changed. So let's get rid of the numbers. I shouldn't need numbers anymore. Alright, so I'm going here on the 20th. There's that with the two right-hand columns showing the annuity. The 30-year annuity. So if this jackpot happens at 467 million, and sufficient money is ahead jackpot. Okay. Just there you go. The 20th. There's those two columns, the first payment and the second payment. And now here I just show the first payment. So now, up in the top left, the top right corner, let me shake this up in two different directions. Alright, so on the very top right of this page. One, two rows, one row. All right. Hit the three dots, duplicate this one. There's another one to that. So now I'm going to hit the three lines across, which loads the app. There's the two columns, there's one column, and now this one is to throw, make this 0. I don't want that, so I'm going to hit the three lines. And I'm going to go to the crop, and then we're going to go across this way. Whoops. We're going to grab the, what you can, oh, gosh. It's there, it's just hidden behind this, so let's just shrink that down. There it is.
It's 11:15.
Grab this little corner and slide it up into the, so you get all the words out of there. Bingo. So that shows 2 columns worth of payments, 1 column worth of payments. And all the rest of these columns are associated with so we're gonna, this now we're gonna get back in time for us to go to Houston's. I think Houston's is our Saturday lunch spot. We were supposed to have dinner last night, but Marilyn wasn't feeling well. We'll see if she's feeling good enough to go to lunch. I think she is, because she asked me when she left for her, it's a nail appointment day. She said, "Do I look good enough for lunch?" But she always looks good enough. I'm the one with the jagged edges. She's always looks marvelous. Select 1, 2, 3. And what am I going to do with those selected images? So this is in my recently saved. Oh my, see. Are you kidding me? I know why this is. You have to go full screen when you do this. Moving stuff, copying and moving to albums and stuff. All right, get rid of the Shift key. Select. Bing, bing, bing. And I'm just going to drag them right into the podcast image bucket. There they are. Push post. So now if we want to talk about these 3 images for today, there you can see, well, this is so since we're display mode only now, we got rid of those that gray box there. Boy, when you see errors like that pop up, which doesn't happen often, you gotta fix them up right away. You don't want to get the spreadsheet, damaged spreadsheet thing too far into your blood. Then you go back later and later and later and fix stuff up. So I saw it right away and fixed it. It took much too much time because it's live TV. Oh boy. Well, I got it done. So, even though the odds, getting back to the odds, the odds of this spreadsheet being damaged, that's the first time actually in like 10 years that I've had a spreadsheet pop up damaged from the cloud. So, there could have been lightning, lightning strikes all over the place all the time. Tens of thousands of lightning blasts during a day that hit the earth somewhere. And, but all the vehicles now that I'm going to discuss today that leaves a lot of time to talk about other things. Anyway, there's a 290 million to 1 chance that you will. That's what they call the winning odds, but you can get on the other side of that and just say that's the losing odds. We don't give financial advice, but factually speaking, educational advice I can give, right? That's what faculty does. They give out voluntary, verbal, and video advice. You take it or leave it. That's not professional advice. It's surely not financial advice, because the chances of winning are 290 million to 1 chance. That means everyone in the country who had bought a ticket, somebody would win. That's not a winning odds, because even though the winning odds are 290 million to 1, which are so slim, you might as well just call it losing odds. But if by some miracle someone would win this thing, the jackpot, the lump sum jackpot, is estimated to be 211 million. That's like an insane amount of money. Now, the long arm of the federal government, if you went to the Lottery Central, or you would ever redeem such a ticket, the Fed has a withholding tax. Like a withholding on your payroll check? Well, they have a 24% withholding tax on all jackpot winnings $600 and above. There is no state income tax in Florida, but the federal withholding tax on a $211 million estimated lump sum jackpot what would be left is this 160,580,000. I'll do a little reverse pinch there. You see the column caption there. Jackpot lump sum payout after the application of the 24% withholding. FIT. You see fit? FIT, federal income tax. Jackpot after the 24% FIT. Which would leave you a mere 160 million. Oh, poor baby. So you went from 211 million to 160. Well, how do you get that 467 million? Well, that's if you elect the payments. We'll go into that a little bit later. Let me just finish my train of thought here. So you get from 211 million to 162, reduces to 160 million because of the 24% federal income tax. Now the next column is actually a tax column only. So the 27 million that's in brackets, that number is the 13% you haven't paid yet. Because if your income, can you imagine, if your income was 211 million for 2026, wow, that's a good year, son. 211 million. That's what would go on your tax return. And then it would then you'd show the 24% FIT. So I'm reminding myself that since 211 million is going to show up on my tax return, and then the jackpot after the 24% FIT is 160 million, and you got 13% more to go, because 24 and 13 is the 37% maximum tax. That's the maximum tax. So here I show the actual tax amount. This is the amount after the 24% tax, 160 million. From that, 27 million more gets taken out of that 160 million. So you end up with 133 million after you paid your 37%. So the 211 million, there you go. Now you can see all three or four columns at the same time. That'd be helpful. So how do you get the 469 million? Well, that's if you accept the payment method. So we're going to reverse. So, if you reverse put that on the spreadsheet, it would be that Messemerny. It's usually just the hard number to come up with is that first payment. That's where all the, because the next payments going to the right of that one are easy to do. Not the very first one. It's the next. So your first payment, so the question is, how do I get that 467 million? Well, that's if you elect to take the 30 payment plan. You get 7,029,029 day one. It's not actually day one. This has to be day 15 days, 15 plus 1 day. That's not going to the top of your burners. There you go. $27,029. That'd be the first payment. So the hard question is, the hard math question is, if I were to pay out $467 million in 30 payments over 29 years and a day from today, what would that first payment be? And the answer to that question I think the Fed system is going to have to
It's 11:30.
It's 11:30. All right. The lottery rules have it that if you don't declare within 60 days of the draw date that you want the jackpot to be a lump sum, you're getting the annuity, like it or not. Because you have to declare from the draw date forward. You have 2 months time to tell them that you want the jackpot to be a single jackpot payment. You can't get that payment except for 2 days, and it's, you know,